Okay, Brunch crew. It's that time of year again. The air is crisp. The mimosas. Okay, Brunch crew. It's that time of year again. The air is crisp. The mimosas are bottomless. And the upper lips across the nation are getting very experimental.
It's Movember, the only time we cheer for uneven mustaches and patchy facial hair in the name of a good cause.
And that cause is, of course, men's health. The kind that we don't talk about enough: prostate cancer, testicular cancer, mental health. Movember's been tackling all of that since 2003. And it's not just about growing a stash, it's about growing the conversation.
Yes. Welcome to Taboo Talks Not Safe for Brunch, where nothing is off the table. I'm Coralie, tuning in from Vancouver. My superpower is going deep down rabbit holes and getting to the real root of things.
And I'm Amber. I'm based in Ontario and proudly blunt. I cut through the fluff and get straight to what matters.
I'm Vicky, and I'm from Manitoba, and my magic is creating real connection because intimacy starts with trust.
Grab your mimosa, your matcha, or whatever turns you on, and let's dive in. So we got some insight from a longtime Movember supporter who's a Not Safe for Brunch listener. He's a guy who's been raising awareness for years, hosting events, and supporting mental health through Movember and Project 11.
He said he's more of a full beard kind of guy, but maybe this year the stash makes its comeback.
Yeah, and we support it. Totally. Even a patchy stash deserves its moment if it's for a good cause. And honestly, good for him. Movember is the one time that you can look like a 70s cop and be applauded for your emotional growth.
Or a porn star. I mean,
Yeah.
Movember isn't just about growing hair, it's about action. And that includes showing up for hard conversations. That's what we're doing today.
Yeah. So before we dive in too deep, let's talk about another local powerhouse connected to men's health that has trickled into an opportunity to talk to youth about recognizing the importance of their own mental health in an effort to help them grow into adults who continue on their journey of protecting and prioritizing their own mental health along with those around them, which is Project 11.
Yes, I love Project 11. And it started right here in my home city, you guys. It was created by the True North Youth Foundation in honor of a gentleman named Rick Rypien, who was a former Winnipeg Jets player. He's played, I think, in a few teams across Canada. And I just strongly encourage you to do a deep dive into the story of Rick Rypien and the journey that ensued after his passing.
Yeah, he was known for his grit on ice, but also off the ice. He struggled with depression. And after his passing in 2011, his teammates in the True North community wanted to honor his legacy by creating something that could help others open up about mental health, especially kids.
And that's how Project 11 was born, named after Rypien's jersey number. It brings mental wellness education into the classrooms across Manitoba, teaching students mindfulness, coping skills, and how to talk about their feelings before things hit crisis mode.
Yeah, and I'm just excited to say that it's now grown beyond Manitoba. So teachers across Canada are
Love it.
actually using Project 11 resources, and it's been introduced into the sports programs and workplaces. Phenomenal.
Exactly. I mean, it's the emotional education some of us wish we had when we were 12 and crying in the locker room. And by we are mainly talking about men here and boys and, pretending that it was sweat. So, yeah, when people say men don't talk, Project 11 is making sure that the next generation does.
Dude, we all know all of
I
us
love
women
that.
were crying in the locker room. No one was hiding that.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I was standing in front of something nasty that somebody had written about me on the wall in the shower, and I was like, "Oh." It was horrible. We all experiencing the mental health side effects and the bullying and all of that stuff, but again, we're actually talking about it as women, and men are, trying to
Right.
man
That's the
up.
big difference. Yeah. So let's go over some quick fire facts to stir into your mimosa today.
Movember started with just 30 men in Australia back in 2003. Now it's over 6 million participants strong in more than 20 countries.
That's pretty cool. And men are facing crisis in silence. They are 3 to 4 times more likely to die by suicide than women. Hate that.
And every year, Movember funds over 1,000 projects on men's health, from cancer research to mental health tools.
And Project 11 now reaches tens of thousands of students across Manitoba and beyond, helping normalize talking about mental wellness early.
Oh, and fun fact, you can donate. So you can start your own campaign. You can join like a Mo team, men and women alike, because raising awareness doesn't always require a stash. I am certainly not letting mine grow. Our Movember insider said it best when he said, most men just don't talk.
So he did say that people don't realize how many men we lose to suicide every single day. And that silence is one of the biggest barriers. In Canada, we lose 12 people a day to suicide at a rate of 3-to-1, men versus women.
And that's why campaigns like Movember and Project 11 matter so much, because they're breaking that old school man up and replacing it with speak up.
I love that. And Movember is global, right? So this message really hits home. Just like projects like Project 11, teaching kids how to say, hey, like, I'm not okay, right? Before it turns into a crisis or tragedy or, something that we can't dial it back to a manageable position.
Let's pivot to something a little more brunch flavored.
Our Movember pal gave us the slogan of the year, in my opinion. Don't let your eggs spoil. Show them you care. Check them often.
Iconic. I would buy that t-shirt immediately. Seriously.
Okay, there's even talk of a signature Movember drink this year at a local fundraising event in Winnipeg. We know Vicky's going to be there. We're drinking this up. It is called the Nut Knowledge Mocktail. So it's coconut water, pineapple juice, black ginger, and a hint of smoke. Yeah, Vicky's going to be there. We're sipping that up.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. You'll find me there. But on a serious note, did you know that men should be seeing their doctor yearly, and prostate checkups should start as early as 40 years old? Unless there's a lump or a concern, then they should go sooner. Men, are we going to the doctor yearly?
Not mine.
When I had one, also not mine.
Like, it basically has to be falling off to be like, let's go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Right.
Just checked. Yeah. So I think that that's also part of the culture that needs to be changed, right? We really need men to be putting themselves as a priority when it comes to their wellness, their health, their mental health.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, men should be doing monthly testicular checks too, and contact their doctor if they experience urinary disturbance at any time. Testicular cancer is one of the most common cancers in men aged 15 to 39, but when it's caught early, the survival rate is 95%. So yeah, check yourself.
Check yourself. I think I was most surprised by the age 15 being a part of that demographic.
That's wild.
I mean, I'm most surprised that they have to be reminded. Like, I thought they'd be touching those things every day.
Well, but are they paying attention to changes right? I mean,
it just seems to be very prized. It's like so special.
Yeah, I think they have their hands on it.
But if they're not told like a lump or something different or whatever, oh, it's just me, whatever. If they're not told anything, they might not know to alert themselves to go, oh, maybe I should get this checked. And also embarrassment comes into play too, I think.
100%. I think unless there's pain involved, it's not necessarily top of mind or getting the attention it deserves.
Right. So our November NSFB listener who wrote in also said, if mental health check-ins were like ordering brunch, it'd be a loaded pancake with all the toppings and extra whip. Obviously, a number one priority.
Right. That's therapy energy, man. I'll take it all day long, right? All the messy toppings, all the feelings, all the things. I think that we deserve that men are paying.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of feelings about that. He said he checks in with his friends regularly, sometimes to plan something fun and sometimes just to say, hey, man, I love you. Like, I love you, man. Love you, man. I think everyone needs to say that more often.
Agreed.
Did you see that TikTok going around of men calling like, hey, I'm just calling you before I go to bed. How are you doing tonight?
No.
Just want to say goodnight. they're kind of pranking their friend, but at the same time, I was like, we should normalize that. Like, this should be normal.
Should be normal.
Yes.
And, that kind of relates to what I was sitting here saying, like, I have a lot of feelings about it because I think that sometimes people get so caught up in the feminist movement and they think it's about women, but the feminist movement is also about men being able to be themselves without having to man up. It's about everyone being equal and doing all the things, because we're all better people if we can take on some of more of those masculine qualities like assertiveness or whatever that have been bred into us, that those are more masculine, and they can take something from the qualities that have been bred into us, like to be good listeners and talk about your feelings and all that stuff. We're better together, all of it. Anywho, I'm done.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Well, and I think that we've said it a couple of times in the last few minutes here. If we could take one term away, I would love for it to be man up. If that could just dissipate out of society, I would be thrilled, because men cry, strong men talk. It's just a part of who we need to be.
That reminds me of a story I saw, and I actually screenshot it and I saved it on my phone. It was like a meme or a Reddit thread. So these couple guys were getting together, and one of them was a trans man and a cis man together. And the cis man kept saying, man up. And the trans man was like, can we find another way to say that? So he started saying, fortify. And so now this just fortify. And I've started saying that too, like fortify,
Yeah. Anything but man up. I'm down.
Fortify. It's like, you're about to engage, like lock in, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
So we asked our listener if growing a mustache is cheaper than therapy.
Yeah, he said one's uncomfortable for you and the other's uncomfortable for the other person. I love that. So do it scared, do it confidently, just do it.
So basically, they're both itchy, but one raises money for a good cause.
Correct.
He says he might keep the stash this year because he likes to savor the flavor.
Oh. Well, there's that. Yeah. Honestly, we love that for him, right? I mean, I respect the commitment.
Yes. Okay, guys. So here is your brunch homework. We got some for you. We want you to check your eggs, check your bros, and check in with yourself.
Movember and Project 11 are doing incredible work. They're not just raising money, they're raising awareness and resilience. One conversation, one classroom, and one mustache at a time.
So to learn more or get involved, you can go to Movember.com, or you can go to project11.ca, donate, grow a stash, or just show up for someone that you love.
Thanks for pulling up a seat at the Taboo Talk Not Safe for Brunch table. If today's chat made you laugh, think, squirm, or all three, do us a solid, like, follow, and leave a review. It's basically the podcast world's version of a good tip.
Want more juicy, unfiltered conversations? Tap the link in the show notes and sign up for our weekly newsletter, your VIP pass to what didn't make it on the air.
Brunch isn't just about the bites and bubbles. It's about showing up real, raw, and ready to talk about what really matters. So until next time, keep it bold, keep it curious, and definitely keep it not safe for brunch.